Welcome back to Kinetic Rhythms Martial Arts and Massage. We're here today to do the stance set, as you'll see listed on some of the curriculum. And I'm going to back up just a little so we can see the feet a little bit. And this makes you move backwards, and so make sure you've got room as you're doing it. Okay, so from attention, which is the first stance, heels up, knees bent, elbows bent slightly. I'm going to step to the right into the horse stance. So I come to the horse stance, hands draw up to this position. I'm going to step back at an angle to the neutral bow stance as the hands come to the standard guard. Elbows anchored, lead arm out at 135 degrees, rear hand in the fine position, rear heel up off the floor, both toes pointed off at about 40-ish degrees off my line of sight, both knees bent at 135 degrees. Neutral bow fighting stance. Then I'm going to shift to a forward bow by locking out this rear leg. I'm going to pivot forward and lock this out. Left hand comes up to the upward block. Right hand extends straight out and shifts into a thrusting palm heel. Then we return to neutral bow, and this one returns to the anchored elbow 135 degrees, anchored elbow in the fine position. Left leg moves back to a cat stance. Essentially full weight on the right leg. Notice I don't get any taller from the neutral to the cat. Lead leg pointed straight ahead this time as though I'm going to throw a front kick. Lead hand comes down right on the outside of that front leg. Rear hand moves to the side. This is known as a universal position. One is up, one is down. Then I'm going to go to the one leg, also known as crane, also known as flamingo stance. My palm switches. So I'm getting about a 135-degree curve in the arm, and this one comes up to the upward block. Now I step back to the ball of the foot. My left knee is able to touch my right calf, and now my hands come to another switch to a universal position. Right hand comes down across toward my left hip. Left hand comes up across toward my right shoulder. Then I'm going to untwist. So as I do that, I'm going to reach slightly back with my left foot, pivot, thus preserving the width and depth of my neutral bow stance. Again, this rear heel is now up, both knees bent at 135 degrees. Right hand extended to the 135 degrees, elbow anchored, rear elbow anchored, fine position. Now from here, the wide kneel stance. You'll be tempted to rock back and kind of sit on this heel, but instead I'm going to just bend both knees. You'll be tempted to bend over like this, body up straight, and I kneel down. This hand covers this knee, this hand covers this knee. Close kneel, this knee now moves toward my center line. This hand is still over this knee, this hand is still over this knee. Both at 135 degrees, not touching the floor down here. Return to the neutral bow. Now I'm going to pivot as though I'm leaving. I'm lifting this heel, and then I'm going to place that right heel on the mat. This is the reverse bow. My right hand comes down to the hip. My left hand comes up toward my right shoulder. And it's very much a forward bow. If I were to just turn my head this way, now it's a forward bow. If I turn this way, now it's the reverse bow. Now I'm going to take my right foot and front crossover to a twist stance. Again, my left knee is touching my right calf as my hand circles. So again, from the reverse bow, as I'm moving this foot, this hand is circling as the foot plants. The hand finishes the circle in the claw shape. I'm going to unwind counterclockwise, and as I do, I tend to take a little bit of a step to preserve the width and depth of my neutral bow fighting stance. Left hand assumes the 135 degrees, right hand comes to the anchored position, and that's the end of the base version of the stance set. I return to attention, and that's the end.